Hello, everyone. My name is Paul Ishukwu. Thank you so much for this wonderful privilege to be here with us or to be together again in this class. And I want to thank God for those people who are watching live and those people that also will watch it later and those people that will also play it to their group and use it as a educational material. Everything here, I'm not recommending anyone as if I'm approving them. They're just company that we have used some of their tools and we are not being paid for it. So if you mention any company or mention any camera, it's not because we have been paid for it. No, because we have used them over the years and they've been proven very greatly. Thank you so much for all those brands and all those names you're going to mention or you're going to come across. Thank you so much, and we thank God because some of them we paid. So it's not as if it was free. It was not free. We paid for them and all that. Yes, so we're going to talk about smartphone filmmaking for kingdom of God, for advancement. I discovered many of us are too carried away with small things. We felt until we have big cameras, until we have these, that before we can do anything for the Lord. No, that's not correct. Some of us are believing that some of us have been praying for 10 years. God bless me. Yet, God has blessed you with a very fantastic camera. Somebody has given you a very powerful Android. In fact, the latest Android, even the latest iPhone and all that. Let me quickly chip into something in. The first thing first is, what are you producing? If you are producing a skit, if you are producing something, what are you producing? That's the first thing. If you want to shoot this thing to win souls, to enlighten people, to revive people, to bring regeneration to the heart of people, to bring redemption to the heart of people, please know what you are producing. If it's the Lord that has given you a call and he has told you that this is what I want you to do. Calling is, that's why they say we call it calling, not just called. You know, calling is a progressive word. That is, you keep on going to God to receive from the Lord so that you can know what you want to do. What are you producing? What are the crew that will be involved? What are the cars that will be involved? What are the things that you need to be done? What kind of story is it telling you? So when you have a concept, from concept to polish, from polish to reality, from the script to screen, you want to get something for this time. And I tell you, you're going to enjoy God for the time we're going to spend together by the grace of God. So producing, what are you producing? Casting, okay? And I recommend my video on the YouTube on producing. Go and watch it. It's going to blow your mind by the grace of God. Now, you have a story. Okay, a story God has given to you, then you put it on the platform. If you have a platform or within yourself, maybe within your wife or your family, you can do a story development. You started talking about it, a particular topic, maybe talk about the temptation at the marketplace. You're a Christian who have been suffering for many years, but you are the minister of finance, and everybody say that man is stupid, that man is foolish. Tell us, let's show your temptation. Then from that one, you now take it to screenplay. So when you take it to screenplay, put it scene by scene. Professionally, a screenplay is done. A 1 minute, it's equivalent to a 1 page is equivalent to 1 minute, depending on the format, because those are the things people don't know. You have to look at it. Who are the audience? Who are the people you want to reach out to? You know, you are looking at yourself and say, okay, what are the things? And remember that, let me tell you something. One of the best aspects of smartphone filmmaking is to make it short, keep it simple, keep it very intriguing, be very engaging, and make sure you are getting to the heart of people that they can get the message at a very faster level. You know, some of the cameras we're going to mention, like they have super resolution zoom. Many of them have a very super resolution zoom, like Xiaomi and all those ones I've mentioned. I will mention it, you will see it. You know, one of the best things you always look at the service is your story. When you're looking at your story, you also put in the consideration the location you want to use, you want to shoot. You are looking at 3 things in your storytelling. 3 things. You're looking at the dialogue, the kind of dialogue you want to put in your screen. You want to look at the action. Then lastly, you want to look at the location. Okay? Location of what you want to do. Okay? So you now look at it. What are the things? One of the things you can learn best, you can use the Final Cut Pro, Final Draft. Final Draft Final Draft is a bit expensive, but we have a lot of other free ones or rather cheap ones like Celtics and Storybeat. There is another one called Storybeat. You know, one of the best things. Like I told you, one page, a professional one page is 1 minute, but many of us in Africa, we don't have that because Final Cut, and I say keep on the Final Cut because it's editing software. Sorry, Final Draft is about $200. It's about $200, but for iOS, like the one I show you, the iPhone, is about $10. So if you're using iOS, you can get it for $10 and all that. If you're using on iPad too, you also have another software you can use, which is called Island 2. Island 2 is also good for you. You can use it and all that. There's another one called Fade In. You can also use Fade In, and you can also have another one that's a free, is Writer's Duet. And a lot of them you see on the screen that you can use to get your best screenwriting apps on your phone. Download it. But let me tell you something, the kind of phone you want to use, please, it's not just small phone. You can say 1 gig RAM. 1 gig what? No. The minimum you can use to shooting a very fantastic smartphone filmmaking is 4 gig and above. 4 gig RAM and above, 4 gig RAM and above, and 64 gig storage, okay? 64 gig storage and above. It depends on what you want to do. And you know, when you are doing this thing, you need to understand from the beginning. It's not when you're not shooting, not thinking that who's going to direct it, who's going to edit it. No, before you go into the shooting at all, you know it's a very short film. How many of you have seen an advert before? One of the biggest strengths is to watch an advert. An advert will unscrew a lot of things in your brain. Somebody wants to get you to do something that is not correct or something that is correct. Like I said, not correct because somebody say you can smoke. You understand? Can make you high, and you know it's not correct with our values and our Christian life. No, you understand me? And somebody's begin to debate. Oh, where is it in the Bible? I'm not going to those ones. Okay, I'm talking about ideal thing. Somebody say, why is it in the Bible you cannot kiss in a Christian film? Why must you kiss? You understand? Somebody will say, I use my wife. Let me use my wife, and I tell people it's my wife. Okay, it's okay. But for me, that's going to be a noise. If it can be avoided, please avoid it. Okay. Now you look at those apps you can use to help you. It will give you the format INT. Maybe you see INT in that format. It means interior. You see EXT. That is exterior. Okay. You see OS. That's off the screen. You see VO. VO means voice over. Okay. Okay. Do you understand me now? Voice over. Like somebody's soliloquizing or somebody's talking over, like some of the things they're working out. You are not seeing my face now, but you are seeing my voice over. That's something like that. Okay, so when you get your story right, then you write according to your budget, please. Because you're still coming back to budgeting. So write according to your budget. Don't not be cutting it down when you get to a very big thing. Though, I always say something like that's in my book, ready to adjust, ready to adapt. Ready to adjust, ready to adapt. You must embrace adjustment. You must embrace adaptation. In fact, many of us in Africa, especially in Nigeria, that's why you've been talking about fantastic. You have been talking about Nigerian filmmakers, Christian filmmakers. We don't have regular support. Maybe you don't know. I have not seen about 10 people who have told me they got grants in all these over 30 years, 20 years, 25 years, 15 years, 10 years, 5 years of our ministry. Okay, many of us have never gotten grant for once to make a movie. So we have been using our hard-earned money. So smartphone should not be less. Because it's a smartphone, don't stress yourself. I went to a particular place to shoot and they are telling me, Brother Paul, what's all this stress? The stress is getting too much. It's the smartphone now. You're going to put on YouTube. It doesn't matter. The act of God towards man is very peculiar. People love, the Bible says, for God so loved the world. People love excellent work. And people will come over and over to watch your excellent work, which is very, very important. Showing the audience what is happening rather than telling them. So when you are writing, write to show them, not to tell them. Okay? Write to let them see the action. Actions speak louder than voice, okay? Or than words, okay? It depends on you. Develop that script. How do you develop the script? Make sure you get to a place, rest, relax. They do this a lot in the corporate organizations. And you as also a corporate organization, a ministry is a corporate organization. So get a relax. If you send somebody that used to write a script in your ministry, you can sponsor the person to Dubai. Say, bro, oh yeah, go to Dubai. Make sure you write all the 15 series or 25 episodes. Don't come to Nigeria until you finish your episodes. You sponsor, it's going to be right powerfully, I tell you. Let me just make a joke. Let's put Olufemi Abraham now. Say, bro, Olufemi, go and edit in Dubai. for 1 month. I tell you what you will bring out. All of you say, "By me, what happened?" Because it's an environment that is serene. It's an environment that is cool. Go to environment. Go after the soul of man. That you want to reach out to the soul of man. Make sure you relax. After your first write again. Send to your friends or send to your we always have this I have a proofreader, script proofreaders, script writers forum that I send to. Okay, write, and they look at it. Look for the opinion. From their opinion, go back again, rewrite, relax, take hold on what they are saying. Look at the biblical injunction. Make sure take the biblical injunction. Make sure everything is in place. Make sure you don't do anything out of it. Then, okay. So save time. As you save time, save energy, save resources. As you are doing it, you are thinking, okay, I'm using Snapdragon of a kind of camera. Oh, it's not. I'm not going MediaTek. I'm not going for that one. Okay, I'm looking for this. Okay, you are writing. As you are writing to where you can find your location. Oh, where can I get my location? Okay, my friend. Okay, Uncle Paul has a very fine house. Oh, the location from friends, from families. You begin to think. You begin to check the noise level, the noise area. Oh, is it industrial area? As I'm going to that location, is it a noisy place or is less noise? Is it a GRA? You begin to think and begin to say, okay, what are the things that I want to show my audience how it's happening? Okay, and you see something that we call appropriate things. So you begin to look at who's going to be the makeup artist. Okay, and as you are writing because this one does not need too much other people to involve. Okay, if you become a big company, yes, you involve as many people. There is no crime in that one. You can involve as many people. You begin to think about the casting. Okay, casting in Christian film is done prayerfully, and we can also do auditioning and all that, physical auditioning. There is nothing wrong about that. I've said that over and over. People you know very well, you know their spiritual standard, you know their value. Maybe you share the same value. Not somebody that say it doesn't matter even if you fornicate. It's just a mistake. You know, and say it doesn't matter, you can sleep with as many people. Or say, tell me in the Bible, where the Bible says polygamy is wrong. You get that kind of thing. So we're not talking about that. We're talking about people you know, people, the kingdom-minded people, the kingdom filmmakers who can volunteer. They can volunteer to do something, and as you are writing, you have these people in your mind. Okay? And when you write your script, give it to people, give it to your members, and please, as a leader, I want to warn the president of ministries. This is one problem that I've been seeing and people have been facing. Because other people are talented, other leaders are talented in written, produced, and directed, does not mean you force yourself into it. Please stop it. If somebody in your ministry, maybe your vice, maybe somebody that doesn't even have a portfolio in your ministry is gifted in writing, embrace such a person. Please embrace, celebrate the person. Maybe your one is in directing. Like in our ministry, I write script, but my script is not, I'm not a regular script writer. But when it comes to directing, it's like, even when I'm sleeping, I'm directing. Sometimes I'm seeing pots. I'm beginning to carry the pots. Okay, let it be from here. Let the camera. I was looking at myself. Are you okay? Hope you're not getting crazy. You understand? When it comes to producing, it's easier for me. But when it comes to editing, oh, I'm a creative editor. Oh, I stay. So when I was saying how to shoot and edit with smartphone, I'm not going to teach you. I will only tell you how to do the editing. So the person that will be taking you for the editing will take you on the basic level, okay? So don't expect me to, I know, okay, this one is not good, okay, let's put it this way, let's put it this way. I've been an editor before, but not a professional editor. I am not, okay? I tell myself I'm not. That's not my gifting, okay? I still edit, but that is not editing. That's not editing. You know, so like the person that is editing, if he's not editing a day, it's not complete. You understand? Just like, even if you see, but how do you know your director self? You are going on the road, the thing is vlogged, and you're saying, hold on, you come this way. Even on the road. Say, bro, what is wrong with you? You understand me? So you have to look at it. But then you have other area of gifting, okay? Then you look at the audio level, which we're going to come back to all those things later. Okay? Let's go to the casting. You can pray and look for your friend. Please, it's a smartphone thing. Even if it's a big phone, if it's a big camera, please pray. Don't undermine prayer. Don't say, oh, it doesn't matter. It matters. Even if the member of your ministry that you know and you know them very well, sometimes the Lord didn't want them for the role. And don't assume the role. Allow people to function under you. Allow people to find a place of expression under you. If you cage them, one day they will leave you. You will tell me that I told you. Let's go. Planning a shoot. You must plan the shoot. Do your auditioning. Put people in the appropriate roles, okay? Who are fitting into your story that God has given to you, into the message that God has given to you, into that script that God has given to you, okay? Now, plan the short film. Don't start, when you're shooting a smartphone, never start with long films. Start with between the 1 minute to 5 minutes. Maximum for now, for your level, is 10 minutes. In our ministry, we have been able to shoot, we have even been able to edit on the smartphone for 1 hour, 30 minutes. So can you imagine? Which is very tough for phone. If you're not a patient person, if you're not cool and calm person, you'll be frustrated, especially when it's getting corrupt or the thing is going off and on, your phone is hot. You understand there is no light in Nigeria, you have to put on generator, and generator charging, I tell you today, generator charging is not the best for a phone. Maybe you don't know. Generator charging is never the best for a phone. You are killing that phone little by little. That's the truth. But when you use the natural electricity brought from the government, is well regulated. And I tell you, have you ever seen, it's very rare to hear that I plugged something and it got blown by electricity from government. Have you heard it before? Unless high voltage. Even ourselves, we say this is high voltage. Go and put everything off because that is very high. All right? So you need to look at that. Then when you are planning your shot, plan your shot list. Make sure the continuities there. Plan, pre-plan, and post-plan. Don't just do anything. Planning means pre-plan, plan, and post-plan. Make sure you number each scene. Break them into pieces. Break them. Write your script. As you are seeing the script now, you see the script on your phone. Now you see the script. Break it little by little. If you can do storyboard, it's also good. It's very good. And we have talked about these things over and over. You can Google how to do a storyboard. If you don't know how to do it, just use a stick to draw some people scene by scene. If it's 5 minutes, it's easier for you. But if you start from between 1 minute to 5 minutes or maximum 10 minutes, you are good to go. There is a film we did for Redemption House Playhouse in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. There was no word. It was this art, my heart. There was no word. You can use that one as in fact, it's one of the best. I will recommend for all of you to go and watch. Okay, watch it on their YouTube and also watch it on our YouTube. You see it there, very, very clear. Look at the camera movements. Look at the camera movement. Look at the camera movement. What are the things? If you want to shoot, there are some things you need to download. There are some apps you need to download before you start shooting. Okay, so all brain. So shot, long shot, or wide shot. Then you go to medium shot. Long shot is head to the toe. The wide shot is also like that. The medium shot is head to the waist level, okay? And the close shot is chest up, okay? Chest up. Every other one is creativity. So you have to look at, okay, how do you get your props? And how do you get your costumes? How do you get your props? How do you get your costumes? Are you giving to them? Or you are telling them, please, this is a specific costume. You write it for them. This is costume I need. If you don't know how to do it, give it somebody in the ministry who's very strong too, who can do it. Look at props. What are the things? Okay, I need the hand props. I need the neck props. I need this one. I need tools. I need this one. Then you get it, okay? You get the management of all these things. Now, you now write what is called a production schedule and a shooting schedule for your short film. Write a production schedule. That is, write a schedule, whether production or shooting schedule. Write it. Okay, production schedule is when you have to visit the real place you are to shoot before time and take a proper permission. While the shooting schedule is how you shoot day by day as you have taken in your shooting charts. Okay, then create kind of thing that you have a cinematic look. When you're doing a film, that is why in editing you'll be taught how the Luma Vision is working, how my brother has used InShot to do only color grading, okay, only color grading and some other things on phone, okay. So you'll be taught that. So schedule if that thing, create that cinematic look, a filming look, okay, with available resources. What do you have? With available resources, with available devices that you can use on your phone, okay. Now, taking your shots. The shoot takes, take 1, take 2. Make sure you're not just taking unnecessarily, okay? You're directing, get your director from the beginning, who is directing the edit, is directing the actor, cool-headed, calm. There's something we call media management. It's another course on its own. Media management on film production. You understand? Media management. How do you manage all these things together? How do you harness them? How do the director directing and rehearsing rehearsing with the directors, okay? Reacting with directors, rehearsing with actors. Okay, you're rehearsing with the actors. Oh, how powerful you are. You understand now? And I always say something. Don't just shoot. Don't point and shoot because you're doing smartphone. Shoot to edit. Shoot to edit. Shoot to edit. Now, look at lighting. Lighting is short film. Oh, now you can see a light. Can you see the light stand? Can you see where it is? Look at all this light stand. Can you see additional light coming in? You know, how do you light? Lighting is short film. Don't just like because, oh, they've taught us 3-point lighting. It has to be 3. No. All right? It doesn't have to be 3. For smartphone, I always tell you use 2 things. You use the natural lighting by shooting outside, keeping to the cool of the day, early in the morning, and late in the evening. Okay? If you need to shoot something very heavy inside the sun, get a filter. I mentioned the filter the other time here. I show you a filter on this thing. You will see it later as I will show you. Okay? I will show you the filter on this. Okay? How you can cut down a lot of things. Filter, we call it ND filter. Neutral density filter, that you cut down amount of light that come into the camera so that it can be, if you look at the screen right now, you look at the screen, there's something that's changed in this picture right now because of the lighting. So lighting, shooting, not into devices. You know, look at it. If your storage is full, shoot into devices. You will see that one later. Shoot a dialogue scene. How do you shoot it very closer? Now, for us in Africa, on a developed country or developing country, I've mentioned all the one for developed country. You can get to that. But for us in Africa, please and please manage what we have. We have Samsung that are very good that we can use, and you can see them. The Samsung you can use on the screen. Some of the Samsung, those are the Samsung. Yes, that's the Samsung you can use, and look at the prices. Do you have? Maybe your money can afford it, please, and all that. The next one is LG. No matter what, they say they are quitting, but they have produced some, and they were still going to sell it to us. In fact, some people have already experimented the work, and they want to just sell it as a used phone. Please grab your copy. Somebody say UK use. Well, whether UK use, whether China use, whether I have a friend in China, he told me that the phones are cheaper here, but shipping it to Nigeria is the issue. You understand me? And also so that some of these phones we have mentioned, when it comes to Africa, it doesn't work the way they have said it. What happened is that sometimes they tell them to change the specifications, sometimes the weather condition, sometimes the situation in the part of the African nations we are. Okay, those are the things and all that. You must make that thing very, very wonderful. And I want to tell you something on a closing level. Ultra cameras are the ultimate for smartphone at this time. In fact, the future of filmmaking is smart. When you say smart, not necessarily smartphone, but it's going to be smart. Everything, look at it, everything becoming Andy. And I tell you, you will not regret shooting a powerful gospel movie through smartphone. In fact, that your drama, that your skit, you can do all those things and at a very fast level. I've told you, shooting your basic shot, it should be your paramount. Master shot, making sure from the beginning to the end, you capture everything you need to capture. Then from that one, you go to medium shots, specific ones, okay? Now, when you now go to close are specific emphasis to create a mood in the audience when they are watching you, to create that mood in the audience, and you begin to insert your shot into your shooting when you are editing it and all that. Then you begin to record. Hey, dialogue recording audio is one thing that you don't joke with. Don't play with your audio. Don't play with your audio. In fact, there are Hollywood style, they do this thing, they say these are the things, but I tell you that a kingdom style you can use. Kingdom style is creativity. Beating the imagination of Hollywood, Nollywood, whatever wood, in any wood, and they call it kingdom wood, okay? But because the kingdom wood does not make it lesser to any of those standards, then begin to make sure that you have a low budget, work within the budget as you have written, then getting a recording, like ambience of the room before you start shooting, recording background audio you want to use. Don't just tell them how to do it. Explain why to do it, especially directors. Don't jump into it and begin to act for them. You do like this. Many people have seen the picture. From the picture, I know that they are not getting the best. They are just showing energy. They are just displaying energy. No, I don't display energy when I'm directing. If you're a novice, total novice, I come in there to tell you how to do it. Explain why. I don't need to tell you, I don't need to tell you how to do it. I need to explain to you what, okay, you are annoyed. Don't just show me, don't just tell me Femi Abraham is annoyed. But show me. When you show me or you tell me, why should I be angry? The guy just destroy your career. What is making you angry? It destroyed my career. Why? Because this guy destroyed it. Then, if I were you, your phone should not be useless. You are going on the train level, record the Foley. There is a using of Foley and sound effects. A generator is doing guru in your house. Go there, record with your phone. Download right now, Dolby. Dolby. Yes, download it on your phone right now. You can use it to be recording anything. If you don't have a good phone, if you're using Samsung, it's good there. If you're using LG, LG is compatible with all those things. We're compatible and all that. So you can look at it and all that. And then finding someone that can give you, I do that a lot. I won't deceive you. I can look for an upcoming music minister. They tell them, please, this is what I want to do. Or somebody's very good, an instrumentalist. I say, please, sir, I want to use this thing for my film. Will you like? And the worst thing is that I will not deny him of his name. I will give him the credit of his name. Oh, so gave us this. So did this for us. You understand me? So you can, because it's a short film, and even if it's a big film, don't cheat on people by not giving them the credit, okay? You know, I didn't talk about casting the other time. Smartphone, you have to make sure you get everything set. Take good care of people. Let them eat, even if you cannot pay them well. Let them eat. Their welfare is paramount. Let them come in peace and return back in peace. You know what I mean by that? Give them their transport money. Okay? Now, finding someone for a royalty, free royalty, a sound effect. And if you go to YouTube, there are millions of, unfortunately, the secular people are using this thing. We say, sound effect, yeah, like Baragon. No, some of them will listen to it. They take it back to their studio. They remix. They don't do exact one, but that is an inspiration to them. How many of you have done that before? Music ministers. Instrumental, let me see hands up. Let me see hands up. Oh, you have done it. You too. You have done it. Now one for you is not bad. I'm just joking. So it's very good for you. Get a sound effect that you can use. Don't use somebody's sound effect. By the time you're placing on YouTube or any other standard word, they will ask you, are you the original owner of this thing you're doing? Maybe you're submitting for film festivals and all that. They will ask, are you the original owner of this? And that would not be good. So know where to add the appropriate thing that will now go to editing. Editing a short film is never a joke. Editing a short film is more difficult than shooting a long film. Maybe you don't know today. I'm telling you today. Editing a commercial, then you know. The commercial is very short, 40 seconds, 60 seconds. And everything must be into it. The sound, everything must be into it, and a call for action. And that's what is needed for you. When people watch your drama, people must be moved to give their life to Jesus. People must be revived. People must be enlightened. Let your drama be an education to somebody. Let your drama be a solution to somebody's heart. And that is it. So editing, you will be taught, like I told you, I'm not an authority there. But editing, you assemble all the footage, or all the footage and the rushes you have done, put it together, syncing the audio on your editing app and software, maybe for phones app, okay? App is used on phone. Software is used for system, okay? Don't mix it together. Then you go for color grading. I made mention of one of our brothers that will always use a particular app to do the color grading. Then color grading, make sure that your script is in the line. Use appropriate music, okay, in your short film. When you do that, use a sound mix. Okay, I was telling my brother before I was telling him something. I saw something recently. The sound management, the sound man. Oh my God! I look at the equipment. I was like, I fell in love. You know, it's like some of us want to shoot a movie, and we just came with what I will show you next. On this, I will show you all this when you watch it, on how to be familiar with your gear or the recommended phones you will see there. You know, begin to look at it, and when you have finished, give up a review for investors. Call your investors. When are we releasing it? Investors are watching it. Make every video you do become video on demand, whether for free or for money. It doesn't matter. Make sure every gospel video you do, you can say, yes, I did it as a sacrifice to the Lord Jesus Christ. Let it be whether you are releasing on cinema, on YouTube, whatever you are using it, make sure you do it. And please, I want to give you something. Whenever you are shooting, make sure you have your 2 shots. You can lead to your master shot and OTS or OSS, as we call it in Nigeria. I grew up to say OSS, and some part of the word is OTS, over the shoulder shot. It's always good, especially among two people. It shows the intimacy, it shows the relationship, it shows the communion between two people. Okay, that's one of the things you need to do. And I want to tell you that when you go for editing, when you download the app, whatever the app you want to do, I want to recommend, like I told you at the beginning, we are not being paid for it, KineMaster. KineMaster has been of help to us before. They've given us some of their codes to use for people free of charge. That's why I can mention that. Is it KineMaster or KineMaster, whatever you pronounce is okay. Just make sure you pronounce it very well. Then you use the Power Director. Cyberlink Power Director is very, very awesome. And InShot is also good. ProTake is also good. And other ones you saw, you will see. And other ones you will see on the screen right now. Okay, several times our editor in the ministry has used more than 5 to 10 to 15 apps. Somebody say, Yesu. Sorry, calm down. When you are watching, he will tell you some things more. He will show you something brief so that at least you can do something in this place, okay? Everybody as a drama minister, whether an Answer Drum member, whether you are a Playhouse member, Redemption Playhouse member, the SEDME member, the SEDU member, whatever your membership you belong to, you must be able to listen to that editing and on the go. Using your phone to edit is editing on the go. You are not limited by standard, but remember you have a power bank. You have a plant. I call it plant, not just power banks. Banks and memory cards, so that as you are rendering, you render on the go. You render on the go because your storage, your external thing must be a thing. And I must close on this. As you're editing, and you know where you're going to release it, please always from time to time do overhauling on your equipment, on your tools and equipment. Don't think everything we have shown you right now is the best of the thing. Okay, thank you for watching that. Familiar with your tools, all those ones we have shown you, I'm telling you, sorry, they are just the limited one we have, our limited resources. Some of them are more than 100,000, some of them are 200,000 in value in a lot of things. Some of them are close to 500,000, and you'll be wondering, or just on a smartphone. Okay, please always go for clear pictures, always play for clean pictures, always go for quality. Make sure you are known for excellent production. Don't say let's manage it that way. Oh, it is short film, let's leave it for 720, let's leave it for 520, 540. No, make sure the list you release is full HD, and after full HD you can now go to Ultra. I told you, Ultra is the way out. I want to thank God for all the people that put this one together. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I want to appreciate all of you. And I want to thank God for those who have invited us for this. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm here for the questions. Any question you have, I'm going to answer. You send the email, they send me at gmail.com, or you chat me up on the number on the screen by the grace of God. And please, this year we are doing a training, 15 to 24 of April. We are doing a training. Please, you are invited. To learn more, to know more, you are invited. Thank you so much. Till another time I come your way, till another time I come like this physically to you. You can touch me, you can talk with me and all that. I remain Paul Eshukpofo Oriade. Don't forget, don't just be creative. Stay creative and be a person of creativity. Do have a wonderful day. Bye.